My best friend and I have played Madlibs since we were kids, and we often play them together as adults on road trips. We're always looking for ways to make them even more interesting and funny, and now that AI art has arrived on the scene, it was a perfect match. So here's how this works. We send each other the words for a Madlib. We then enter those words into our Madlibs, and we run each sentence through MidJourney to create art to go along with it. Then, we get together, share what we created, and hilarity ensues. Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new, please come in and make yourself at home. My name is Paddycake, and welcome to Paddycake Games. Tonight, we have a great episode of MidJourney Madlibs ready for you. With me, as always, is my co-host, Brent. Brent, how are you doing today?
I am lovely.
Excellent. Great to hear it. So we're going to not waste any time and jump right into it. Before we get started, look down below the video. There is a button there that says subscribe on it. It's big and red. Just click on that. Really helps out the channel. You might want to even click on the little thumbs up button to give us a like, because that helps too. And if you want, click on the notification bell. That way you'll always be notified when new videos are posted to my channel. If you guys don't know how Madlibs work, well, I feel really sorry for your childhood. But basically, what it is a big block of text with some blanks in it. The blanks have parts of speech. We send those parts of speech to our cohort. They send us the answers to those parts of speech back. We plug them into the stories. And then to add more humor to it, we run those lines through MidJourney to create AI-generated art that is sometimes amazing, sometimes beautiful, but a lot of times it's just really weird and and absurd, which we love. So let's get started. I see you are up first. Go ahead and get started with your first Madlib. I'm so excited. I love dogs, and I know this was one of your themes.
So if you guys were here last week, you'll know that I actually spun in the style of dogs playing poker. They were all coming out so similar. Some of them were almost identical. So I modified it a little bit, but I will give you some examples so you can see what happened. I heart field trips. I would rather go on a round field trip than go to school on any day. And
it's what we got. Dogs playing poker. Yep.
It is a round table.
It is, so I'll give him that. I'll give him that. There are round things there, so.
So I would rather go on a round field trip than go to school on any day. I would like a round one. I don't want to get stuck at the end and not get to go back.
This is a really depressing field trip. We're going to take you to the big field of dirt.
Perhaps they've broken down. Perhaps there's something off the screen that we can't see. I don't know. I picked this one because, well, the bus is kind of unique looking. Mm-hmm. I don't know what they're doing in the front.
I know. It kind of looks like he shoved his head inside of it.
All the kids are dressed similar, so it's like
a Catholic school uniform. Or something. Yeah, school uniforms.
Yeah. And then there's this dog.
Yeah, just trotting away up in front. And that kid next to him looks like he's skipping, and we caught him mid-skip.
Yeah, that's a pretty great shot. Even just taking a trip to Bangladesh is better than being stuck in the dumping classroom all day.
Oh, more dogs playing poker. Okay.
So I'm like, wait, where is Bangladesh? Maybe Bangladesh is in the painting.
I don't know.
Maybe
that doesn't look like Bangladesh. Of course, yeah. I can't really say I've never been there. So
yeah,
but I don't imagine it looks like that.
So anyway, even just taking a trip to Bangladesh is better than sitting in the dumping classroom all day.
Oh, that poor dog! Somebody get him out of the river.
I don't know if that's a river or if it's just Bangladesh flooding.
Maybe it's like rice fields or something.
But it looks like the most depressing field trip. These kids
right?
are like, our lives. I mean, but it does look like they've gone on a field trip to Bangladesh.
It's interesting that the boat that they're on kind of has elements of a school bus as well, because it has a roof, which you don't normally see on a boat like that.
And also, look, it's got windows. Like,
yeah, windows that serve no purpose.
One of my favorite parts about field trips is riding in a goon to our destination.
Oh, dogs playing poker with hats.
But they look like they might possibly be either in a train car or a stagecoach.
Yeah, they do. It does. So it has a very Old West look to it, especially with the background, with the mesa in the background and the scrubland there. It's very Old West.
But they're riding in something.
Mm-hmm. So they certainly are. That one on the one on the right has lots of bling too. Goodness.
Maybe they're bank robbers. So, one of my favorite parts about field trips is riding in a coon to our destination. I wasn't feeling much for this phrase until this came, and then I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Miss Frizzle done dyed her hair green and went off the rocker because this is the weirdest trip she's ever taken her class on.
This is the magic school bus to hell.
And what's with that weird green dog figurehead up at the top? That's really strange.
I think that's the goon.
And then, maybe.
Did you notice the row of birds?
Oh yeah, there's a row of birds. There's also what looks kind of like a T-Rex. Sticking out the front window.
I think it's like some kind of Rottweiler or Mastiff. It's terrifying.
Oh, its teeth are frightening.
I always choose my best sword, Jody, to be my seatmate. I love that one dog is gingery colored and the other one is dark.
Yes, it's me and Jody.
It's great. We like to pass the time playing a metallic game called Road Trip Scavenger Hunt.
Oh, and a metallic dog. Looks like a liquid metal dachshund. And one in silver and one in gold.
I like this. It's groovy, though.
It's almost like an Airstream.
Yeah. Well, we've had those before, too. We make a list of items to look for during the drive, such as a fingernail, riding a motorcycle.
I should have known when I gave you the word fingernail that I was going to get a horrible prompt involving a disfigured hand. Not disappointed. It gave me exactly what I should have known I would get.
I even thought of that same thought. Like, why is he putting a finger or a toe or anything?
I don't know. I use a lot of stuff like that when I use body parts in Madlibs. I mean, because I'm trying not to use things that would be banned. You know, because we use things.
Naughty,
We use things like just saying, guys at home watching this. Body parts in our Madlibs tend to be butthole, wang, cooter. You know, we usually do stuff like that.
I mean, we're still in junior high when Madlibs
True.
come out.
This glove, is it a glove?
Maybe there's stuff like underneath the finger. Man. Yeah, like right here. Like maybe there's leather underneath.
Maybe. I'm not even sure how this vehicle works. Like,
or a chicken flexing along the roadside.
Oh, he's seen some rough days. He's got a bare leg. He's got one hand that's not attached to a wing. And he's blue, which is an interesting color for chickens. They're not normally blue.
Field trips are fun because they teach us more about things we have already learned in school. Like how there are 13 bubbles in our solar system.
Oh, now that looks very much like an episode of Magic School Bus in real life. Because they would have something like that. They would all be flying through the galaxy, and they'd have bubbles that pop up, and these are the bubbles of our solar system. One of them looks like a cookie.
Well, one of them looks like... Well, a couple of them look like cereal.
That one looks like a sponge.
Or tricks. Or how people cooked, farmed, and flew back in the coordinated days. This is the only one that came out with this theme, and I had to go with it because it looks like an airline.
It does look like an airline, and the dogs are just
the captain chef.
Yeah, the dog's the head chef, and then there's a captain who's also a chef because he's got
maybe he's the sous chef.
Maybe. And then there's a dog that's on the side that's just sort of there, and there's one that's got his foot in the middle of a donut on a plate of pastries.
Yeah. Or maybe I thought that was a little bit of his chest.
He's claiming that one is his. It's like, this one's mine.
Do you see those buttermilk biscuits there too?
Yeah, clouds coming into the room.
Well, I think they may have depressurized. Nobody told them. They are very coordinated. We don't blow away. What are you talking about? Usually, but the best part about taking field trips is that our air fresheners usually don't assign us any torn homework that day.
Does it smell like dog?
I don't know.
I don't think I want an air freshener that smells like my dog's. Just
well, it looks like it's covered in soap if you look at it closely. So maybe it smells like a washed dog. So it smells like flea shampoo. I don't know. Which is why we could take field trips if we could take field trips every day, I'd be the happiest book in the world.
Aw, so cute. I love them. I want them all to be in my lap.
More buses in Bangladesh.
And
Bus
one
boats.
has weird fuchsia dogs on it, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's the
Is it riding in a goon?
yeah, this is the goon. Bangladesh. It doesn't look like something you'd see over here, so it's kind of you can believe that. So I like it. It's very poignant.
The dog
There's some
looks
strange
kind of
fruit.
Yeah, the dog looks kind of sad, and he has his bag. He's like,
He doesn't want to leave Bangladesh go back to
Right?
school. Oh yes,
Oh,
this
goodness.
is riding in a goon.
my
This was
goodness,
the-
there's a
this
lot
was
of
the
dogs.
front
There's a lot of dogs, and they're all spilling out of the top, and one of them needs some help because he's
Kinda
he's
in and
kind
of
of
the
hanging
vehicle.
out. Quite honestly, if you had a bunch of dogs on a bus, they would probably try to do this. They would all stick their heads out the window.
Oh, you're so right. I love it. Oh, we got
Oh
the
my
fingernail riding a
gosh!
motorcycle.
He's horrifyingly disfigured, but parts of this are very cute, though.
Yeah, it's got moments.
I mean, he's like a motorcycle. He's got the leather cap, the sunglasses, and also sunglasses. So he's got sunglasses here and here.
he's got like a harness-looking thing that looks like it's holding him into the bike so he doesn't fall out. This is our metallic game called Road Trip Scavenger Hunt.
I guess Mrs. Frizzle has aged up a bit here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, God! Who knew chickens flexing would be so great? Oh my gosh. All his little baby chickens around there, they're like, woo! And this poor kid's like, oh my God!
I don't want to be on this field trip no more. And I don't know why we still appear to be in the American Southwest.
Oh my God, I can just hear that chicken being like, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Oh, nope.
So we got
Bubbles.
this is
Oh,
the bubbles.
he's blowing bubbles out his nose.
Yeah, that's pretty special. For sure. And then this is
Oh,
flying. I'm
so
cooking.
cute.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. It's
This
Sir,
is my
Sir
best-
Schnauzer.
My best horse, Jody. This just came up, and except for that bizarre ear,
It's Sir Schnauzer.
it's really cute. And it came up with, it did 4 different breeds of dogs, and when I saw that one of them was a Schnauzer, I was like, I gotta use this. It kind of even has brandy teeth.
Yep. Oh my God, he does have brandy teeth. I have schnauzers, just FYI, in case anyone's wondering why this is so special.
Yeah, that's it for this one. Let's see what you have in store for us now.
Well, are you ready to get astrological? Because we are going to
Always.
look at the beer Zodiac tonight, and my art style was in the style of a cooking show, and I tried different decades as well to see what kind of look it would give me. Beer isn't just a drink; it has many mystical and dastardly properties.
Oh. Well, I mean, either it's about to be St. Patty's Day or he's making a brew.
All right, I was about to say it looks like it's probably St. Patrick's Day, and it's not. This one, no matter how I tried, I couldn't get it to give me something that looked like a modern cooking show. I think it was the word mystical that kept messing it up. What does your favorite type of beer wiggle about you? This TV is very three-dimensional.
Kind of looks like a little bit like a Geraldo Rivera.
He does. And he's just coming out. He's coming out for you.
There's something that either is a banana or a rolling pin.
I think it's supposed to be a rolling pin, but it does have elements of banana with that stem on the side of it. As the flamboyant saying goes, blondes have more fun.
That is definitely flamboyant.
And she is having so much fun making that,
Why is she
whatever
eating
that is.
spaghetti pizza?
Right, spaghetti pizza.
I mean, that's
She's-
like the first thing that came to mind.
She's very happy about it, though. She's just like, look at my spaghetti pizza!
Do you know what this is? It's a shallow dish lasagna.
Okay.
Well,
And she's like, Mamma Mia!
but I mean, this is great. This is a fun cooking show, and it feels very 70s. She's got like Charlie's Angels hair, Farrah Fawcett hair.
That is certainly true for flamingos who adore blonde ales.
It looks a little bit like Emma Stone.
Yeah, a little bit. I never noticed that, but I didn't really look at this one too much. I just, as soon as I saw this, I was like, "Oh, that's the one." Blow it up, save it. That's brilliant.
I don't know what this flamingo is attached
It's
to.
just coming out of the top of her head.
Its beak has some issues.
Yeah.
But
Do they actually adore blonde ales? Because they kind of look like they're just really confused. He's like,
maybe they're in awe.
okay, I can buy that. That makes Amber aficionado. You prefer a quiet night at home, curled up on the lawn chair with a bad to the bone book.
Oh no!
I think she's been sitting there too long.
I did not know what that adjective was going to come out like, and I am so glad I put it now. It's a Halloween / Day of the Dead decoration.
It's her special episode where she's teaching you how to make Halloween treats on her cooking show.
She's got a couple extra knees there, but
she has an extra foot too. She has 3 feet. You're probably asleep by 72 o'clock.
that is the closest I have ever seen MidJourney to getting something right with numbers.
Yeah, it's like 1 2 5 4 5
S.
1 2 S 4 5
4, 5, 6,
8
7,
7 8 S 10 Roman numeral 3 12 111 11 and 12. This chef, this cook is obsessed with time because he has a giant clock on the table and he has a watch on both wrists.
Both arms. Is there another watch in there anywhere?
No, that's the only 3.
What is that? It's like raw dough.
Yeah, it looks like raw dough with something on top.
That's a huge mug.
Yeah, it's his coffee because he's gonna fall asleep, and it's too late. He's already asleep.
Yeah, it's too late for sure.
Are you an IPA fan? Then you're one cool husky. I'm not sure how he's holding that pot because his hands are nowhere there. And are those pancakes on the side? They kind of look like pancakes.
Giant. They look like giant Ritz crackers too.
Okay, well they can be that too. You probably drive a fancy snowmobile, live in a deluxe igloo. So it's an interesting setting for a cooking show. You know, you were gonna go to my igloo and I'm gonna cook you a meal in my open front kitchen. With
it doesn't
snow
look
and
they're
everything.
ice blocks. It looks more like pillows of snow, but maybe they're just a really good carver. and I guess it has a maybe a glass front. I don't know. That is great.
But you notice
That
it's
is
also
really cool.
it's also a bit of a snowmobile because it has a tire right here.
Oh, though they usually have treads, but still. I mean,
And I bet you also wear the most fashionable fur-lined parka. This is
they don't look very fashionable to me.
they're not very fashionable, and that's also not appropriate wear to be in a kitchen. Because have you ever
Unless
been in a
it's a very
professional
cold
kitchen?
kitchen.
It is incredibly hot, and in professional kitchens, she is gonna pass out.
Is that Jane Fonda?
No, it does kind of look like her. Stout folks are the aquamarine silent type.
Now, this is a cooking show I could watch. I don't understand their obsession with all of this aquamarine stuff.
Everything
I
is
thought the hair and
blue,
the clothes were enough.
but all their cookware and their food is blue.
Well, I feel like he needs a little more dedication to sparkle motion. He needs to do that.
He does dye his beard, yeah, I agree, because it doesn't quite match the aesthetic. He needs to commit,
He's already tasted it. She's about to taste it.
or she just did, and she's trying to like offer good feedback, and she's looking off to the side. It's like
They both look slightly traumatized, so maybe they didn't make it. And I, you know, when you try to eat candle wax, that's usually what happens.
or crystal meth.
Ooh. It's like, oh, is this their? You know what? They're doing like making something from the movies, and they're doing the stuff from Breaking Bad.
Exactly, they're making crystal meth. There you go. Okay, we've solved it. The kitties in your life can always count on you to lick for them when it matters.
Cute.
I know, it's so cute and weird. That one on the far right is weird. It's like he's like shoving the entire spoon in his mouth.
Those cute little feet. Are those feet or is it cheeks? I don't know.
Well, his feet up like this against his cheeks. So, yeah.
There's a garlic and whatever that slop is. We're gonna pretend that it's.
I think it's peanut butter. I think it's peanut butter. It's a big bowl of peanut butter.
Cream.
Peanut butter ice cream. And of course, Pilsners make the best lovers. And yet again, green beer. So this harkens back to the very first image. She got the green beer from the mystical guy, and it made her body disappear. She's just a head.
Or maybe she's just narrow enough to hide behind her beer. But
the mugs are cool. The mugs are really cool.
The mugs are
I would love
really
to have
cool.
one like that. You have as much swagger as Avril Lavigne, and break hips wherever you go.
That is totally Avril Lavigne.
She's yelling at her skater boy.
So, we need to send this to her and ask her if she can recreate this for us. Avril, we will have you on the show if you. Well, you can pretty much do anything and watch on the show, but.
All right, so that is the full story. So here are the honorable mentions for the beer Zodiac. So this was, I think that was the first prompt, or oh no, what is your favorite type of beer? Wiggle about you. That's what this was.
Really?
And this is when I tried. I think it was 1960s was the decade I tried. A 60s cooking show, and this is what it
so
gave
I'm trying
me.
to decide if that's a TV or a toaster oven.
It's kind of both, but I find it weird that he stuck a whole cup of cappuccino in the middle of a casserole.
Oh, I thought it was like a sour cream. Okay. Still shouldn't be in the toaster oven.
And
wait, does he have the right amount of fingers?
yes, but unfortunately, he has an extra little thumb sneaking around the side of the bottle. It's a dew claw. It's his dew claw. Next, we have. Oh, you're probably asleep by 72 o'clock.
Oh, interesting that it brought in some of that aquamarine.
Mm-hmm. It brought in aquamarine, and it also this one I did 2000s cooking show. So this is a very modern looking cooking show. Real heavy emphasis on clocks because there's a wrist and there's a clock on the table and there's 3 clocks on the wall behind them.
Yeah.
And last.
That is epic.
IPA fan, you're one cool husky.
That is epic.
I love this picture.
He looks like a cool husky.
He does look like a
Those
cool husky.
Glasses, the scarf.
Yeah, and that is it. That is it for the beer Zodiac. And that is going to do it for tonight's episode of MidJourney Madlibs. Thank you for coming in and watching the video. And thank you, Brent, of course, for hosting this with me. It's always a blast.
It is.
All right. Well, we're going to drop it off here. Thank you guys for coming by. Make sure you click like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Like and subscribe.
Nope.
Like and subscribe. Like and prescribe. No! Like and subscribe. Yeah.